JT, first week back, what's the mood like within the camp?
Yeah, the mood is one of excitement. Like most teams at this stage of the year, people have had existing players have had a good break, and obviously there's a lot of new staff, support staff, coaches, and new players that have come in. So we've had a bit of a freshen up with our facilities as well, cosmetically. So the players have walked back into a sort of, it looks and feels new, our facility. So yeah, and I think because of the amount of new players that we've got, there's a real buzz around the club. We all recognise as a club that it's time for change, and change needs to happen. And I think the most important thing in terms of creating change is getting the right people in the room. And really pleased with how the first few days have gone.
Talk about those 14 new players you've brought in. Are you happy with the balance you've got now in the squad?
Yeah, really happy. Balance of youth and experience, and obviously it's been well publicised, the young homegrown talent that we've got coming through. You know, this crop of young players, which hopefully is going to hold the club in good stead for the next 10, 15 years. But it's really important that you've got good mentors and good people and good experience around those players. And you know, a part of our recruitment was that, you know, bringing in good experience and in key positions, and so we're really happy that we've got a good balance in those areas.
David Drake and Johnny Bell and a couple of other staff have come in as well, so there'll be a few new fresh ideas from that side of things.
Yeah, so Drakey first and foremost as head of physical performance, we've recognised we've got to take ourselves to another level from a conditioning point of view. And obviously it's a really exciting time and great opportunity for us to do that in the next 8 weeks as we look ahead to game 1 in middle of September. We can't afford to waste any time. We need to make the most. We need to be smart with our time and make the most of every opportunity. And what you need is real alignment between physical performance team and the coaching team. And Drake has brought that. He's got great intellect in his area, and yeah, the players are going to be tested really well from Drakey in terms of the coming weeks.
And you spoke about having a first pre-season. Obviously last year didn't get much time, so how important is it to have an extended block with the players and really get some work in?
Yeah, I think from two aspects. As I've mentioned, we've got a lot of new staff and players coming into the club, so you know, I think the big, all great teams have got real good team chemistry. So it's really important that we connect, you know, as much as, you know, obviously we need to connect on the field, you know, and make sure from a conditioning point of view, from a rugby point of view, that we're well prepared for the start of the season. It's really important we build those connections. You know, the Warriors family is so important to us, and you know, I think it's always important as a player that you feel like you're playing for a higher purpose. And so it's really like one of the big things that we've stressed this week is the importance to connect with your teammates and to connect with the staff, and also the ability to commit. You know, the quicker you can commit, allow yourself to commit to the rugby program and to connect with each other, is going to give us the ability to hit the ground running in game 1.
6 players have been on international duty this summer, with 2 with England, 2 with the under-20s and 2 with the Lions. What have you made of their performances? Yeah,
I'm really proud of obviously Lewis with the under-20s. Lewis, Finn, Seb didn't get obviously as much game time as he wanted, but Finn and Lewis certainly played a big part of the under-20s, and obviously winning the Grand Slam, so it was a great experience for those boys. And then obviously you know, Ted and Ollie, great for both of those to have involvement, and I suppose a little bit bittersweet for those two because Ollie did really well at in the start of the game, unfortunately picked up that knock, and then Ted, you know, picked up a knock at he got involvement in the first game and picked up a knock in the second week, so both of those unfortunately missed out in game 2, but both young men got long careers in front of them. I'm sure much more to come from them in England jerseys. And then obviously Duan and Rory have been, for me, both standout performers in terms of the games we've seen so far. Duan from a power and an X factor point of view, and Saz from his work rate and his collision stuff's been phenomenal in the first few games. So yeah, I think it's just you know, we've got the core of the team back in, but we're all really proud of, you know, and we're wishing those guys all the best in the, you know, in the coming weeks, and then obviously we'll look forward to welcoming them back in a few months' time.